I never thought my relationship would come to this point. For the longest time, I believed my girlfriend and I had something real, something unshakable. We had been together for 2 years, living in the same apartment, sharing routines, building memories that felt permanent. At least, that's what I thought. But then, something strange started happening, something that would test both of us in ways I never expected. It started on an ordinary Friday evening. I had just wrapped up a long week at work and was on my way home. Normally, my commute is when I completely switch off, I put on my earbuds, scroll through my phone, and just try to unwind before I walk through the front door. But this particular night, my phone buzzed with a notification that immediately caught my attention. It was a message from someone I didn't recognize. The account looked suspicious right away. No profile picture, just a generic sunset. No mutual friends. No bio. And the message? I see you around sometimes. You've got kind eyes. I stared at the screen for a moment, a little confused. Normally, I would have ignored something like this. But for whatever reason, maybe because I was tired, I responded politely, "Thanks, but I'm in a relationship." I figured that would be the end of it. But a few minutes later, another message came through, "That's sweet. But if you ever want someone who really understands you, I'm here." Now, that was weird. The tone wasn't just random spam, it almost felt personal. And the phrasing? There was something oddly familiar about it. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it reminded me of someone I already knew. I decided not to engage further. Instead, I took a screenshot of the messages and sent it to my girlfriend. My message was simple: weird random account messaging me. Blocking it now. Her response came quickly. Just a single heart emoji. Red heart. That struck me as strange. Normally, she was the type to ask questions, "Who's that?" or "Why are they messaging you?" Even if it wasn't serious. But this time? Just a heart emoji. No follow-up. No curiosity. Something about it felt off. I blocked the account and went back to my music, brushing it off. But then, not even 10 minutes later, my phone buzzed again. A different account. Same exact sunset picture as the profile. Same style of message. This one said, "You deserve better. Don't you ever feel like something's missing?" That's when it hit me. This wasn't some random scammer. Someone was testing me. I felt a knot form in my stomach. I'm not usually paranoid, but the timing, the repetition, the exact same profile picture, it was too much to be coincidence. My first thought. My girlfriend. Could she be behind this? By the time I walked into our apartment that night, my mind was spinning. I tossed my keys into the little ceramic bowl by the door and, without even sitting down, asked her, "Hey, are you testing me?" She froze. Completely froze. Her eyes went wide for a split second, then she tried to laugh it off. What? No. Why would I do that? But her cheeks were flushed, and her voice cracked just enough to give her away. I didn't buy it. After a long pause, she sighed and finally admitted it. "Okay, fine. Yes. It was me. I just wanted to see if you'd flirt back. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I didn't know how to feel." On one hand, I was relieved, it wasn't some random stalker. On the other hand, I was hurt. The girl I loved, the one I thought trusted me, had decided to put me through some kind of loyalty test. And as if that wasn't enough, my phone buzzed again. This time, it wasn't a fake account. It was a message from my cousin. "Hey, just a heads up. Your girlfriend asked me to flirt with you as a test." I told her no. But I think one of her friends might have taken it into their own hands. Be careful, man. My stomach dropped. It wasn't just her. She had actually asked other people to get involved. I sat there, holding my phone, staring at my girlfriend and across the room. She looked guilty, almost like a kid who'd been caught stealing from the cookie jar. And I felt this weird combination of emotions: anger, disappointment, confusion, and honestly, sadness. Why wasn't I enough? Why couldn't she just trust me? Dinner that night was silent. She tried making small talk, but I couldn't focus. Every time I looked at her, I replayed that sunset profile picture in my head, the messages, and now the fact that she had dragged my cousin and maybe even her friends into this. When I finally asked her why she did it, she said something that broke my heart a little. Because I see the way girls look at you. And sometimes I wonder if maybe one day, you'll realize you could do better than me. Hearing that crushed me. She didn't just doubt me, she doubted herself. But still, the way she handled it was wrong. Instead of opening up about her insecurities, she tried to trick me. Instead of trusting me, she tested me. And deep down, I started thinking, if she didn't trust me, could I trust her? The next few days were rough. Every time I looked at her, I kept thinking about how she'd gone behind my back. Instead of just trusting me or talking to me, she decided to set up some elaborate trap. We had dinner the following night, and I couldn't even enjoy it. She made spaghetti, my favorite, but I couldn't taste it. My mind was too busy replaying that stupid sunset profile picture and the words my cousin had sent me. I finally asked her again, more seriously this time, why? Why did you think you had to test me? Haven't I been loyal this whole time? She put her fork down, sighed, and said quietly, because I see the way girls look at you. And sometimes I wonder if, maybe one day, you'll realize you could do better than me. Hearing her say that stung. Not because she doubted me, but because she doubted herself. I wanted to reassure her, but part of me was still angry. She didn't just keep her insecurities to herself, she acted on them. She involved my cousin. She might have involved her friends. And she tried to manipulate me into proving something I'd already proven by just being with her. Later that week, I talked to my cousin in person. He told me more. Apparently, she had actually messaged 3 different people in my circle, asking if they'd be willing to tempt me. One of them said no immediately. My cousin said no. But one of her friends. They said yes. And that's who had been messaging me. So it wasn't just her idea. It was a group effort. That's when my anger turned into something else, resolve. If she wanted to test me, maybe it was time she saw what it felt like. I created a fake account. Same trick she'd used on me. Generic profile picture, no obvious identifiers. But this time, I did my homework. I mirrored the kind of person she'd normally be interested in, someone with similar hobbies, similar style, similar humor. I sent her a simple message: "Hey, I saw your profile, and I just wanted to say you've got an amazing smile." Her response didn't come right away. I waited. Hours passed. But late that night, I got the notification. She replied. "Thanks. That's sweet." My heart sank a little. A simple thank you wouldn't have been too bad. But the fact that she responded at all, that said enough. I pushed it further. "So, are you single?" The typing dots appeared. Then disappeared. Then appeared again. Finally, the message came through. "It's complicated." That was the breaking point for me. She could have said, "No, I'm taken." She could have ignored me altogether. But instead, she left the door wide open. Complicated? No. There was nothing complicated about us. We lived together. We shared everything. I had been nothing but loyal. But to her, it was complicated. I knew I had my answer. The next morning, I showed her the messages. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I just handed her my phone and let her read them. Her face went pale. "Wait, that was you?" she whispered. "Yeah," I said. That was me. And you failed your own test. She started crying immediately, trying to explain. I didn't mean it like that. I was just. I don't know, I was curious. I wasn't going to actually do anything. But the damage was done. I told her flat out, you tested me because you didn't trust me. And when the tables turned, you proved you couldn't be trusted yourself. We talked for hours. She begged me to forgive her. She said it was a mistake, that she loved me, that she'd never actually cheat. But I couldn't shake the image of that message. It's complicated. That night, I packed a bag and stayed at my cousin's place. I needed space. And that's where I'm at now. I still don't know what to do. Part of me wants to forgive her, we've built so much together. But another part of me knows that once trust is broken, it's almost impossible to rebuild. So here's my question to anyone reading this: if someone you love tests you like this, and then fails the same test themselves, can you ever really come back from that?